Welcome to Bus Stop TV News. Today we have a special guest. Hetarombora kanak. Tinepanapa President weduwe Ideal Zimbabwe Party. General Scuffless. Tinashe Jonas. Magadije.
Tirofara and so grateful to my team fight.
No, we are grateful as well. We are honored to have you join us for Bus Stop TV. So, what have you been up to?
I've been outside the country like many Zimbabweans.
Yes.
Due to the economic meltdown, we scavenge for a living to survive in a foreign country. But, we need to come back home and fight for economic resuscitation and for freedom.
Okay. Speaking about fighting for Zimbabwe for freedom, they've called you a lot of names. Some attention seeker. What do you have to say about that?
I think when people comment about my actions, it means there's action.
Okay.
My wish is for every Zimbabwean to have a little action, if not more, to contribute to the cause, Zimbabwean cause. Because the ideal Zimbabwe we want won't come through a miracle. Each Zimbabwean has got a duty to contribute to that ideal Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So if what I'm doing is classified into different facets of analysis, at the end of the day, it means I'm contributing to the cause. I don't pay his account.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a party.
All right.
Because it's few people, army generals and Chiwengwa, Mnangagwa, they're actually people who are just criminals who are hiding behind the politics to avoid being arrested.
Final push. What led you into starting your own party, into coming into this politics game? Okay.
First, ZANU-PF is made us miserable. No doubt about it. Then it's a cult that thrives on killing, on oppressing, on looting, and you don't expect any devil in that group to repent.
This is the whole ZANU-PF, not just the new dispensation.
The new dispensation? What do you mean?
The current ruling government.
If there's a white donkey and a brown donkey, then you say one must be a cow. You can't promote another donkey.
So it's the same thing.
Mnangagwa is worse than Mugabe. Because when Mugabe was a president, the killing machines behind was Mnangagwa and Chiwengwa.
Okay.
And the parents Shiri. So now it's worse now because we are being led by the frontline murderers.
So in other words, you're saying there's no new dispensation.
It's new in a way that their killing will be better than Mugabe.
Okay.
MDC people, they want to be councillors, mayors, MPs, and the president. Nothing else. So they cry for electoral reforms, no reforms, they go to elections. Results announced, they cry rigging. Next election, we want reforms. Elections, we were rigged 20 years now. Now Chamisa is a new dispensation to take another 20 years. Same strategy. This philosopher is called who? I'm forgetting. Thought Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein, yeah.
Yeah. He said insanity is when you do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Chamisa was saying there's unrigging experts. Politics of speech would not work in this country.
So in other words, they're saying MDC is insane. Because it keeps repeating the same thing.
Crazy and they need psychiatric evaluation.
But if you had to choose between ZANU-PF President ED and MDC's President Chamisa,
I would choose nobody. There's no choice there.
There's no choice.
You know what? What can I say? Okay, let's say there are two people who are shooting. Someone is far wider. Someone is closer to the target. Is there a sharpshooter? The military, we don't have an army in Zimbabwe. Ideal Zimbabwe is on the verge of starting our own military. The month of March, we are going to establish an army. And Mnangagwa must hear me. Because what we think is the military of Zimbabwe has been turned into a ZANU-PF militia.
So who's going to establish an army?
We need the people's army in this country to defend the people.
Also, I want to call for that.
Yes.
All right.
We want an ideal high command. to have a military which is on standby. If Mnangagwa and Chiwengwa are beating people, killing people, that army must. We need to defend ourselves as Zimbabweans. The people in Zimbabwe, as I said, I'm a civilian president. Mnangagwa is a military evil puppy. So I can't allow Mnangagwa to brutalize my people. I have got to set up the military to defend the Zimbabweans.
How do you plan on doing this, though? Setting up an army?
It's simple. Zimbabweans must be trained military. Zimbabweans must be equipped.
Do you have the resources?
Okay. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Okay, so you work with will.
Thank you.
All right. Now I want to move on to the national dialogue that our current president, Idi Mnangagwa, called for. I understand you IDU president, did not go, and then also the MDC Alliance president did not show up. What were your reasons? It seems like you guys have the same agenda, same ideas.
No, not the same ideas. I don't have the same ideas with Chamisa.
So what are your reasons for not going?
No, the agenda is one item politically. It can't combine us in all other ideologies. Okay. I love dialogue. Because dialogue, I mean, leadership is love. But Mnangagwa, when he called, first thing, Mnangagwa is not a president. Mnangagwa is a criminal.
All right.
He's a killer. He needs to be arrested. Mnangagwa Chiwengwa and Mawadi must rot in underground prison. So, I can't be called to a dialogue by a criminal. I should be called to State House to arrest Mnangagwa. So
it seems like your reason is the same reason as the advocate Nelson Chamisa's reason.
Yes, I can only go to, I don't want to know what reasons is Chamisa, But I can only attend a dialogue with Mnangagwa if Mnangagwa wanted me and him to discuss his terms of resigning. Because he's in the office illegally.
Okay.
If you take political power, ZANU-PF's game in politics is to retain power. And then they are clueless with the economy. Last time they used the MDC. Was MDC people,
they used them how?
MDC was used when Mugabe stole elections, as he always do, and the economy is clueless. He hoodwinked Tsvangirai. Tsvangirai went into the government, national unity. They were there to stabilize the economy.
Okay.
While this ZANU-PF is busy rigging the upcoming 2013. So this dialogue is the aim is to make opposition parties stabilize the economy. Because Chiwengwa has got the IQ of a god. Mnangagwa and Chiwengwa, they are just a piece of idiots. So when a country is run by stupid people, it's like an aeroplane which is on autopilot.
So if Chiwengwa, the current government has the IQ of a god, and they manage to hoodwink MDC, what is MDC?
MDC, I'm sorry, you can judge for yourself.
Okay. Last time you gave President Idi Mnangagwa an ultimatum. You said that he has to resign in 6 months or else. I think those 6 months are up. What's your plan of action?
All right. My warning to Mnangagwa expired 31 January, which is maybe probably 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
I'm in Zimbabwe 2 weeks now.
This is what you came back for?
I came back for Mnangagwa and Chiwengwa.
All right. Are you at liberty to tell us your plan?
Okay. The first strategy, Zimbabweans are preoccupied with elections. There's no elections in Zimbabwe. It's a ZANU-PF Congress. So any president who participated in the last election is insane. Is a ZANU-PF member. Because the ballot boxes are printed by ZANU-PF. That woman is called what?
From ZEC.
Chigumba.
Yes.
Chigumba is Mnangagwa's girlfriend. And the whole ZEC is an election desk of ZANU-PF. So 2018 was a ZANU-PF Congress. And
not an election.
The winner was, no, it's an election. Mnangagwa won as a ZANU-PF leader, not as a national leader.
All right, okay.
So, my strategy for coming to Zimbabwe on the 9th of March, 10 a.m., is to do what is called walk of sacrifice. I'm allowed by the constitution to arrest criminals. So I'm going to walk 2 kilometers to Munumtapa building to arrest Mohadi, Chiwengwa, and Mnangagwa. In case there is thugs wearing uniform, pretending like soldiers, and some also mafia called the CIOs. I call it the mafia because a CIO is an intelligent person who should advise the president on problems before they even befell the country.
So these ones are not intelligent.
We don't have CIOs in Zimbabwe. We have got killers.
Okay.
So if they prevent me from arresting the criminals, because I will go with the pictures of the suspects. The one is Mnangagwa with a scarf. The other would be having like a leopard skin.
Which one is this?
General Rakito, okay. Chiwengwa,
okay.
was bleached by Mary Chiwengwa, who doesn't know how to bleach.
All right.
So the bleaching was wrong. And then the third suspect is a killer, also a silent killer, Mohadi. So I will go there with the pictures and show the soldiers and the so-called CIO to say, please allow me to arrest these suspects.
Okay, so part of fixing that problem is you marching to Monomtapa building to arrest the cults.
Okay. My going to arrest these devils is motivated by many aspects. Number one, it's in honor of the Zim shutdown victims. The Constitution of Zimbabwe grants us the right to demonstrate.
Okay.
But people in Zimbabwe are being arrested, tortured, and killed for that. So, true leaders, they lead from the front line. A leader doesn't go to people who are beaten in hospital and pray for them. A leader doesn't attend a funeral of a person who is killed. A true leader is the one who people would visit in the hospital with bullets in his body. A leader leads from the front. Leadership means sacrifice. So, the work of faith sacrifice is a restoration of democracy, restoration of our rights, restoration of our conscience.
Okay.
To say freedom doesn't come for free. We've got to sacrifice. I'm going to tell the military, the firing squad, to draw a line at Monomtapa building, and I'm going to cross the line.
So thank you so much, President Tinashe Jonas of Ideal Zimbabwe, aka General Scuffless.
And maybe you left out. I'm the civilian president of Zimbabwe.
Civilian president of Zimbabwe.
Mnangagwa is a military stooge.
Okay. Thank you so much again. Civilian president of Zimbabwe.
Thank you.
There you have it. You've heard it for yourself from the civilian president, Tinashe Jonas, General Scuffless. Thank you for joining us. Catch us next time. And remember to like us on all our social media pages, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
Yeah, me now. Yo, again. Ndakati mageta agenda.